Hey y'all, happy Wednesday. Thank you so much for coming back over here to watch another WEIGO podcast YouTube video, aka What Else Is Going On. I know y'all have heard me say it before, but I'm gonna continue to say it. You can find the audio version. The podcast episodes drop every Tuesday and Friday for the most part. You can find it on Amazon Podcasts, Apple, iTunes, Spotify, wherever it is you listen to your podcast. Type in What Else Is Going On. My face will pop up. You can subscribe or hit the little follow button. And if you're watching this, please subscribe, like, comment, share, do all of that good stuff. I want to take a moment before I get into just a couple of things I want to talk to y'all about to truly, from the bottom of my heart, thank y'all. I love doing this. I've always loved talking, having conversations about different things. Because to me, I feel like there's so many benefits to conversations. For me, one of them is knowing where a person comes from. So that's why I like to interview or just even learning about people in general. Sometimes when you know someone's history, you understand them better. You know why they react to certain things, why they may view a reality show a certain way when you start to learn people. So I love to learn new things about people. And then I also love learning new things. I never want to be or think that I'm the smartest person in the room because you can always learn from someone. I know I have a group of girlfriends, and each and every one of them have taught me and continue to teach me things in different areas. And I'm hoping that I do the same for them. So I love doing this. And within the last week or so, or since the beginning, I've been shown love, whether it be the podcast, my Instagram page at WEIGO, WEIGO podcast. Y'all go ahead on over there and follow me. Twitter, same name, WEIGO podcast, which, by the way, if you don't know, that stands for What Else Is Going On. Um, but just over this last week, y'all have truly, truly shown up and shown out. And I just want to thank you so much for, in full transparency, I love doing this. I've been podcasting since 2016. I even started a YouTube page back then and only did like 3 or 4 videos because it's a lot of work, right? Um, and while I love doing this, I also, of course, you want to be able to sustain your lifestyle with it, right? Who doesn't, no matter what you do? Some people love to craft and they may want to sell their um, creations, um, and that's what I'm trying to work into now with the podcast and the YouTube. And when I tell y'all that y'all have just been amazing, like I've been talking to my husband about it every day, blowing his ear up. But I just wanted to tell y'all, I know I've said it before and I'm going to keep saying it. I don't take not one subscription, not one comment, not one like for granted. I appreciate y'all so, so, so much. So there's a couple topics I wanted to get into. I came off the road from doing my gig work because my stomach was like not feeling that great. So I took a little break and I had been wanting to do the video all day anyway. So I said, let's get on into it. First up, I thought this was kind of funny. People definitely, when it comes to things going on in pop culture and the media, they're going to definitely figure out how to get money. According to Radar Online, exclusive, Did He Do It? So DIDDY, Did He Do It? Registered for trademark as Hollywood's rat race to complete first documentary on disgraced mogul heats up. 50 Cent just got swooped on. The rapper's favorite phrase, Did he do it? About Sean Diddy Combs' legal troubles was registered for trademark, y'all, at the United States Patent and Trademark Office. RadarOnline.com can exclusively report, and the company behind the filing might surprise you. As this outlet reported, Diddy is the center of a federal investigation into allegations of ex-trafficking. His ex, Cassandra Cassie Ventura, and several others in the embattled rapper's orbit have reportedly, we don't know for sure, but reportedly cooperated with law enforcement after he was hit with at least 4 lawsuits claiming SA, RAPE, and more. We should note that the suit filed by Cassie has been settled and Diddy has denied all the allegations against him. However, the ordeal has Hollywood in a rat race to release projects about the Bad Boy Records downfall. RadarOnline.com can confirm that Nashville-based biopharmaceutical consulting company CMC Tech LLC filed to trademark Did He Do It on April 4th. My birthday. On April 4th for film and video production purposes. The application is live and awaiting examination and approval per the United States Patent and Trademark Office website. Y'all, a pharmaceutical company, I'm going to tell y'all the name of the company again, a biopharmaceutical consulting company, CMC Tech LLC, filed the trademark. Did he do it on April the 4th? A Nashville-based, and then it says, a Nashville-based company beat 50 Cent to the punch by applying the trademark. Did he do it? 50 announced his plan to create a documentary about the allegations against Diddy in December. His production company, G-Unit Film and Television, confirmed the project and said the proceeds will go to victims of SA and RAP. Did he do it? A phrase 50 Cent has used repeatedly will be off the table if the application gets approved. Y'all, I think it's funny considering how 50 does troll. I mean, if he does this and does a documentary and truly donates all the proceeds to victims, I think that is a great thing. I also think it's funny that he started using Did He Do It? And now a company legit has filed the trademark. So we shall see if the company gets the approval. Whew, y'all, let's talk about the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. So we know Anna Marie, aka 8.5 Marie, is out. She's on her interview circuit. We have learned that Hilaria Baldwin hopes to become newest RHOBH cast member. Fame upset. Now I'm just reading y'all what Radar wrote, okay? Fame obsessed Hilaria Baldwin is reportedly setting herself up for life without Alec, and insiders reveal she'd love to become the latest Real Housewives of Beverly Hills cast member. Alec is said to be terrified to go to trial in July for involuntary manslaughter for his role in the death of Rust cinematographer Helena Hutchins. If convicted, Alec faces 18 months behind bars. So remember, he was filming Rust and a prop gun had bullets in it, and the cinematographer ended up perishing. I forget what the proper name for the job is, but the person that's in charge of checking and making sure that there are no live papows inside the papow, she was convicted. And her sentencing is coming up soon if it hasn't already happened. Because remember, initially, they were charged and then it was dropped and now it's been picked up again and she's been convicted and Alec goes to court in July. I talked about that some months back when it first came out. The 40-year-old yoga instructor turned celebrity socialite who lives with the embattled actor in New York City was recently spotted hauling her 7 children around Los Angeles. And her pal, Kyle Richards, who currently stars on the show, is allegedly pulling for her to be added as a co-star. As I have seen quite a few people mention, let the record reflect the people that Kyle brought on kind of flopped. When asked who would be a good choice to replace recently dumped cast member Anna Marie Wiley, Richards coyly teased she lives in New York, but maybe she would move. Last year, both Hilaria and Alec were floating the idea of doing a reality show based on their family, but that was before he got word he's going to be retired. I'm sorry, retried. They wrote retried for the involuntary manslaughter of Hutchins, who lost her life when the Pow Pow the actor was holding discharged on the New Mexico set. Let me just finish. With the possibility Alec could be locked up, Hilaria allegedly wants a gig that would keep her in the celebrity spotlight and take her and the kids to the West Coast. Hilaria is terrified of losing all the attention she's gained as the wife of a Hollywood star if he's away in prison. An insider dished to the National Enquirer. This would be the perfect fit, and she already has experience manipulating reality. Chop. This is what I was getting ready to talk about, but the article gets into it. She created a whole false narrative about herself as a Spanish aristocrat a couple of years ago. Y'all remember? Even faking a Spanish accent, though she was born and raised in Boston as Hillary Hayward Thompson. So her name is not Hilaria. It is Hillary Hayward Thompson from Boston. Then they said she's made for reality TV. Sources claim Hilaria is also excited about joining the Hollywood social scene. She loves being the center of attention, the mole said. They called him the mole child. This is a win-win for her, especially if Alec winds up cooling his heels behind bars. RadarOnline.com has reached out to Hilaria's rep for comment. Here's my issue with that. She lied. Yes, she did lie. Remember? Created, like they said, a whole persona. She was Spanish and this and that. And here she is, Hillary from Boston. Didn't her parents come out and say that she wasn't Spanish or Hispanic? Child might be mixing her and Rachel Dolezal up, but I'm pretty sure Hilaria's parents spoke too. Y'all let me know. But either way, my issue with this is, them saying she's already used to creating a false reality. We have that same thing already with Mia and Potomac, where every word she says you can't believe. To me, a delusional housewife is different than a lying housewife, right? So I don't want to have to watch these shows and try to figure out, are you lying or are you telling the truth? I can't even get invested in you and in your story. It'd be one thing if you were a friend of, you kind of bring a little bit of laughs, ha, ha, he, and then go on about your business. But as a main cast member, I got to try to figure out and parse through your story to see if any of it is true. Like, I don't want that. And to me, Beverly Hills can sometimes be about that. It's smoke and mirrors, right? Just like Hollywood, being on a movie set. And I feel like when they start bringing people in like this, they're bringing them on and they're acting as if they're on a soap opera and not really giving us their real lives. And I don't want that. I do not want another Mia situation where we got to really think, for real, did that happen? I don't want to see it. And then is she going to be doing yoga? I promise you, every time she does the yoga pose, she's pregnant. So granted, I don't mind the pregnancy storyline, but at the same time, then they can't even really be as involved. I feel like, I don't know. I'm not interested in her coming on. Like I said, she's going to come on and bring a false reality. I'm just not interested. I do wonder if Alec is really going to go to jail, though. Like I said, I know that the handler, the person, I don't think that's the right name they called her, but that was supposed to check the pow and ensure safety and all that, got sentenced. So who knows what's going to happen with Alex. But Hilaria, Hillary, Hayward Thompson, Baldwin is a no for me. What y'all think? Do y'all want to see? Would y'all be interested in seeing her on Beverly Hills? I mean, who knows? Maybe she would shake the girls up. I don't know. We'll see. I guess this means that Kyle's coming back. Because remember, she said she wasn't sure if she'd be able to do it again. Okay. Moving right along, let's talk about a former Real Housewife of Atlanta, Eva Marcel. Eva Marcel shares what led to her drastic weight loss. Eva Marcel opened up about how her divorce to Michael Sterling affected her well-being. As she noted, it's like the stomach flu. You will be skinny afterwards. Eva Marcel wants fans to know that things aren't always as they seem. The Real Housewives of Atlanta alum opened up about the negativity she received after Instagram followers commented on her slim figure last August. However, what people didn't know is that her divorce to Michael Sterling, which was finalized that same month, led to her drastic weight loss. I thought I looked cute, Eva told Tamron Hall on her opponent. I know how to say this word, on her daytime show, April 9th, about her appearance. I went through a divorce last year. Anyone that's ever been through a divorce knows that divorce is hard. It's like the stomach flu. You will be skinny afterward. You're going to drop at least 30 pounds. The former America's Next Top Model winner added, I lost weight just naturally going through life. I found myself depressed before my divorce. Through my divorce and trying to navigate and rediscover who am I. This mindset shift allowed her to focus on how she was feeling instead of how she was looking. The negative feelings, the things that are not good, where do you put them? You try to bury them, she explained. I'm not the wife anymore. I'm not someone's someone. I'm someone's mom. But if I took the mom away, if I took top model away, like who is Eva? Who am I? And making sure I prioritize that character and building that character. Although Eva, who shares sons Michael Jr. 5 and Maverick 3 with ex-husband Michael, as well as daughter Marley Ray with ex Kevin McCall, but I do believe that Michael Sterling adopted Marley Ray, is healing after her divorce. She noted that people's negative comments still sting. Though I will be positive, I will find my cup half full always. It still hurts. The reality TV star isn't the only celebrity to candidly share her weight loss journey. Keep reading to see what others have said about their experience. My bad, I wouldn't have read that if I'd have known. Then they go into Kelly Clarkson, Oprah Winfrey, all that good stuff. So Eva is saying that her weight loss, her dramatic weight loss, came from before, going through, and after her divorce, and that she suffered with depression and she was trying to find herself and figure out who she was. You know, there's long been a conversation about talking about celebrity bodies, right? And speculating on what's going on. You know, Chadwick Boseman, of course, you know, people were talking about him only to find out that he was indeed ill. So if we're going to be real, let's be real. When I saw the picture of Eva, I was like, wow, that was my original thought. You know, because we can say, let's not talk about bodies. Let's not talk about this. Let's not talk about that. And I agree with all that, but it is human. And to see someone look so drastically different, whether it was, even if it was that she added 20 pounds of muscle, you still be like, oh, whoa, you know? So I don't know. I just hope everything is all right with her and her health is good. As long as her health is good and she's good for her kids and good for herself first, actually, because you got to be good for yourself before you can be good for anybody else. Good for herself and good for her kids. But I did wonder when I saw her, like, was she going through something or was something going on? But what I did not do was go on her page and comment about it. I did not leave a comment asking her about her weight or what have you. That's what I didn't do, because she locked up her comments, because Tamron Hall brought that up. And so she locked the comments because she didn't want to, or limited the comments because she didn't want to have any negativity come in. She said she looked cute. So I wonder, did she limit the comments before she did the post and thought to herself, people might say something about how I look? Because if that, I'm just speculating, but if that's the case, then did you recognize how much weight you lost, but you still looked cute? Or were you just saying to Tamron, I didn't even think about because Tamron asked her when posting that, did you, something, and I'm paraphrasing, but something along the lines of, when you post it, did you know that people may say something because of the weight loss? And she was like, no, I thought I looked cute. But now it makes me wonder, did she just say that with Tamron, or does she like herself at that size and was like, yeah, I'm cute, but I'm gonna lock these comments because other people may not? Or did she limit the comments after she saw a couple or so come in and she was being questioned? I don't know. What do y'all think? I do think for sure it's so, it's like, do you comment? Do you not comment? Even as far as paying compliments, right? I heard somebody say that their advice to housewives is always, don't read the negative comments. Don't believe them. But then that means you can't believe the positive ones either, because you can't pick and choose. Like, oh, I'm only going to take these over here and not these, because people could be just saying the positive ones to you to get your attention too. So basically they were saying, ignore them overall and just be yourself. So I don't know. I'm just providing my commentary. Again, when I saw her, I was like, oh, wow. But I see, hands down, though, she's still a beautiful woman. Did y'all used to watch her reality show? I liked it. Years ago, I've always been into reality TV since I can remember. And years ago, she used to have a reality TV, and she was best friends with a girl named, I think her name is Denise. And she used to be on Tyler Perry's House of Pain. She worked in the barbershop. I remember that show. I really liked it. But anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think. I don't have two more stories, but there's just two more things I wanted to talk to y'all about. Y'all, the TikTok store got me. It got me. I was minding my business because I was like, okay, I'm going to do more on my TikTok. I got to be on my social media to promote. And that is like the hardest thing for me. I like to do content and then go on. But I know that social media comes with it. So I'm like, I'm gonna be on my TikTok. Well, it didn't quite work out, but I will be watching videos. And TikTok kept sending me stuff like 20% off. And first it was Instagram, 20% off in the Instagram shop, right? Didn't use it. Then it was like 10% off in TikTok shop, 15% off. I was minding my business the other day, scrolling. And about 2 months ago, 2 or 3 months ago, my girlfriend was like, girl, I just got ordered Stormy from Love and Marriage Huntsville. I just ordered Stormy's body butters and they are the bomb, right? They last all day. They smell good. And she had got them for a sale. She had got them for like $12 each. And normally they're $25. Okay. They're $25 each. She got them for 12. I was like, oh, that's dope. I'm gonna have to, and I said to her, I'm gonna try it. Now that you're saying, now that I know somebody that's tried them, because I've read the reviews, but you don't know. And I read the comments. But I was like, now that I know somebody, this is my homegirl, like my sister. Okay, you got it. I'm gonna try it, right? Child, I never ordered them. I was minding my business yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yeah, I was minding my business. I'm like, when did I text her? I was literally minding my business yesterday, scrolling, and up popped. I really want to see if it, yes, up. I'm gonna tell you exactly what time too. Minding my business, and it was yesterday at 8. No, I'm sorry, this was Monday at 8:12 a.m. Scrolling. I took the day off from work. I think I did a video on here mentioning it. My husband was like, you need to take a day off, take care of yourself, just like chill, whatever. So I was like, okay. I'm scrolling and up pops this 30% off TikTok shop. I'm like, that's nice. I'm not getting anything. Child and Body Butter said $8.50 per person. Stormy was advertising the butter and then a little banner came up. I said, excuse me, $8.50. Because it was with my 30% off. And they were already on sale for 12 in the shop that I was in. Child. So I ordered 2. Came to $17. And then with taxes, it came to 21. So I got 2 body butters from Stormy that are originally $25 each for $21 total. When I tell y'all Stormy must not play about her shipment, I told y'all that was Monday at 8:12 a.m. And I sent it to my girlfriend and she was like, oh snap, I'm going to go get me some right now. And then she was like, it's giving her 25. And I said, I guess that's because that was the first time I ever ordered. So they gave me that 30% off or whatever. Plus they were already on sale. When I tell you later on that day, yes, label was created because I used to work in retail. So we would create labels too. That don't mean we would ship them out that day. They may not go out to the next day. So I saw label created. Child, then it was moving through the system. It had been picked up and moved. So they're saying that it should be here Friday. And my girlfriend, when she got hers a couple months ago, she did say the shipping was fast. So I ordered it Monday morning around 8 something a.m. They had already had it picked up yesterday, the post office, and I should have it by Friday. And it was coming from Alabama, so I should have it by Friday. They got me, y'all. I said, I'm not going back on no more. Because then as soon as I ordered that, then up pops a 15% off coupon for a TikTok shop. I almost bought something else. I said, the devil is a lie. So I got right on out of there. Let's talk about BravoCon. I'm sure y'all have seen the announcement now. BravoCon 2024, like some of the housewives shows are and should be, is on pause. They will not be having a BravoCon this year. However, they will be having a BravoCon 2025 in Vegas where they had it last year. I am so glad that I got to go last year. For those of you that don't know, I went to BravoCon. A listener of the podcast sponsored me, VIP bracelet, the whole way, tickets to the event. That's where I met Rodney in person. I stalked him to find him, met him in person, and had a ball. That's where Kempire had literally been on my podcast like a couple of weeks before and had talked about going to BravoCon. And then I literally was standing in a room charging my phone with my friend Dan. Shout out to Dan. Hey, Dan. And I look over and it's like me and Kempire, but we locked eyes at the same time. We spent the rest of the weekend hanging out together, having a good time, like that Friday and that Saturday. And then I left. I didn't want to stay all day Sunday, so I left early Sunday morning. But and a listener, shout out to my boo Jill, she was going to go and then she wasn't able to go. So she doesn't live that far from me. And we have been communicating via email for like a year. And she told me about her life. I would tell her about mine, just talking. And she gave me her VIP bracelet, all of the activity things that she got, paid for my plane ticket, the hotel room, and even upgraded it so that I could be closer because the hotel was connected to Caesar's Forum where it was. And I'm going to say this. I've said it on the podcast and on YouTube before, but I'm going to say it again just to anybody who's watching. When you want to do something, whether it was go to BravoCon, whether it's something in your career, and you feel like I want this to happen and you're looking for it to come a particular way, because people were asking me, are you going to BravoCon? Are you going to BravoCon? Are you going to BravoCon? And I said, if somebody sponsors me and pays for everything, and I said, and I do mean everything, tickets, hotel, airfare, this is what I said. If somebody pays for everything, in my mind, I wasn't going because, and I have faith. I'm a woman of faith and I believe things happen. People believe in who they want to believe in. I believe in God. That's, my personal choice or what have you. And I believe in manifestation and all of that stuff, right? So I believe that could happen. Oh, I could get sponsored, but in my mind, it had to be through a company. So like whether it was through a partnership with a company out there that says, hey, we want to send you. That's how I was looking at going. At this point, it was October. Them tickets have been sold out since June or July. So in my mind, I wasn't going because, again, I said repeatedly, if I'm sponsored, if somebody paid for my ticket, my hotel, my airfare, then I'm going. But because it was in October and BravoCon was in November and those tickets have been sold out since June or July, I wasn't going. But my sponsorship came a different way. And so I just want to tell y'all that if you're believing for something, manifesting something, whoever you believe in, however you're manifesting, whether you pray, write it down, whatever, do it, and then just believe it's going to happen and stop trying to figure out how it's going to happen, or don't limit how it may happen. Because again, in my thinking, I was like, oh, I believe I can get a sponsorship. Yep, I believe it. But I only thought it could come from this way, a company. But it came another way. So be open to getting what you manifest in a way that you may not have even thought it would come about. So don't close yourself off. Don't invite any negative. Once you pray for it, put it on your vision board, write it down in your journal, manifest it to the universe, whatever. Once you do it, don't then go back and put limitations on how you're going to get it. Just be open, because you never know what direction that it could come from. So I'm open for November 2025, because I told my husband, before we knew that it was going to be on pause in 2024, I said, if I go in 2024, I'm going no other way but VIP. After experiencing it, there's no way you can go back. Like, no. So now I have until 2025 for it to be sponsored again. So I'm going on record set, because this year I was like, well, if I got to pay for it, we just gonna have to put it on a credit card or whatever. I'm gonna put money aside for it. But I'm going on record here today at 6:50 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in Baltimore, Maryland. What's today, April 10th? That my entire trip will be sponsored. Hotel, airfare, tickets, all that, everything. Even get a little food stipend, It was so funny. I almost didn't go, because once I realized, that's another thing. Once I realized that it was going to be given to me, I let imposter syndrome kind of get a hold of me a little bit. And I was telling my husband, I don't even think basically that why me? Like, why should I be there in those rooms? Because in my mind, again, a company wasn't sending me. So a company didn't reach out and say, hey, we want you to go network because we think you're good at what you do. Right. So I had let imposter syndrome kind of set in, like I didn't belong there. Then I had to remember who I was. And I talked to my husband, my mom, and my boo Donnie about it, a good friend of mine. And they kind of had to get me together. So that morning I hear the night before, I hear my register go off. That Venmo, Cash App sound, child. That sound like, hold up. Did I hear register? Did I hear what sound like change drop? And it was my mom. And she had Venmo me $100 and was like, kill them, go get them, daughter, or something like that. And I was like, you know, when you have people that believe in you and believe in what you love to do, you know, it's a good feeling. So for those of y'all that are wanting things to happen, to manifest, I am right there with you, standing beside you, praying with you. If you pray, whatever it is, just go out there and do it, but don't limit how you can get your blessing. All right, y'all. I love y'all so much. I gotta watch Martha's Vineyard Summer House because I said I was gonna do the review and still haven't watched it yet. So I'm gonna try to watch it when I go to the gym. I love y'all, and I will talk to y'all later. See ya.